Traditional blue and green patinas on copper B. First we'll start with primate. Now this is kind of a mixture of a couple different colors to get this light greenish color, and it's not a standard color, but you can mix them. It doesn't really make a difference what color you use for the primate for this process. And we're going to do 2 coats, and doing 2 different colors is pretty a normal step for me. I find it easier so I can make sure that I get good coverage on both coats. I just don't want to miss anywhere, and so changing the colors makes it easier for me, but you can do the same color, it's no problem. Next we'll go with copper B. We've already put 1 coat of copper B on here, so we're going to go in with our second coat. This is our metal coating sprayer on our website, and we're shooting this about 60 pounds. The tip size is a 1.4, and that's for the primer as well. Next we'll go with Tiffany green. This is a wet coat of copper B. We sprayed it and then immediately took it over to our patina stand and sprayed on the Tiffany green. And depending on how much or how little you put on, you can get some variation in color. You can see we got a really light color over the right side and a standard color the rest of it. Next we'll go with light green. You can put too much patina, but in general it just usually gives you a little bit different color. So play with it and see what you like. You can see where it kind of pooled. It's a little bit different color, and you'll find that on all of these. Mint green. Now mint green I'm putting on with a sponge, and this is a very normal application for me for the mint green. We do sell it in the 8 ounce and the 32 ounce with a spray bottle, but I find that you usually need to dilute it with a little distilled water to get it to reliably go through the sprayer consistently. So I've always just put it on with a sponge. I think it's more interesting to allow some of the metal come through on this one. Not so opaque, but I wanted an apples to apples comparison with the light green and the Tiffany. So we put it on a lot thicker here so you get that full opacity. I find that with the mint green this thick, you need to give it a little bit more time to dry out before you put a clear coat on. But here's what mint green looks like on copper B on a full coverage. Now powder blue, very similar to the mint green. I normally like to not put a full opaque coating on it. Personally, I just like a little more metal coming through with this one, and there's nothing wrong with it. As you can see, the color's nice and opaque and full, and that's completely fine. The original blue, on the other hand, I normally do just spray it all on and just let it be. I think it's because the mint green and the powder blue, you see a lot of the color already, whereas the others develop over time. You can see original blue is almost like a greenish blue as well. So here are our final ones, and we're going to go ahead and clear coat these with the ClearGuard EF matte, and the EF tends to hold those lighter colors a little bit better. Primate, copper B, Tiffany green, light green, mint green, original blue, and powder blue are all available at www.sculptnouveau.com or by calling us at 760-432-8242.